A very good morning and welcome to Yes 101's Visual Radio, bringing you the news this morning. I'm Jed Abdin. We start off with a look at your headlines.
News First headline.
In headlines, Sri Lanka seizes over $30 million in narcotics from two fishing vessels. Nationwide strike over staff shortages halts mail services. US Trade Court blocks Trump's Liberation Day global tariffs. Jamie Overton returns to Adelaide Strikers in the Big Bash League. And on to those stories in detail. In your top story this morning, Sri Lankan authorities have revealed the estimated value of the narcotics seized from two multi-day fishing vessels that were intercepted on the 28th May 2025, which was yesterday, carrying massive hauls of heroin and meth. The operations resulted in the seize of narcotics valued at over 35 million US dollars. The first vessel, identified as Nirosh 4, was found to be transporting 166 kilograms of heroin valued at approximately 11.07 million US dollars, along with 253 kilograms of meth estimated at 8.4 million US dollars. The total value of the narcotics aboard this vessel alone reached nearly 19.5 million US dollars. Authorities intercepted a second vessel named Jairosit, which was carrying 108 kilograms of heroin worth 7.2 million US dollars and 250 kilograms of meth valued at 8.3 million US dollars. The combined street value of the drugs on this vessel was approximately 15.5 million US dollars. Authorities believe the vessels were part of a larger transnational smuggling network attempting to use Sri Lankan waters as a transit route. Sri Lanka's Police Narcotics Bureau has intercepted and seized a staggering 1,758 kilograms of illegal narcotics from multi-day fishing vessels operating in Sri Lankan waters during 2025. The total estimated street value of these seizures exceeds 23 billion rupees, marking one of the most significant drug interdiction efforts in the nation's history. The most substantial single-day seizure occurred on the 5th April 2025, when authorities intercepted a vessel carrying 862 kilograms of narcotics. This operation marked a turning point in this year's crackdown on maritime drug trafficking. And also on to more local news, the Union of Post and Telecommunication Officers has launched a two-day island-wide strike beginning at midnight on the 28th March in protest over unresolved issues, including a critical shortage of staff across the postal service. President of the Union of Post and Telecommunication Officers GGC Niroshan stated that the government has failed to take any meaningful steps to fill long-standing vacancies in the postal department, some of which have remained unaddressed since 2016. The strike, which will continue until midnight on the 30th May, affects post offices across the country and is expected to significantly disrupt mail and parcel delivery services. President of the Union of Post and Telecommunications Officers GGC Niroshan emphasized that the shortage of officers is not only affecting internal operations but also the public who rely on postal service for essential deliveries. He further explained that key administrative roles such as second and third tier postmasters and deputy postmasters are being filled internally due to the lack of external recruitment. Up next is international news.
International news.
And making headlines on the international arena, a US federal court has ruled that President Donald Trump overstepped his authority by imposing global tariffs in a major blow to a key part of his economic policies. Now, the Court of International Trade ruled that an emergency law invoked by the White House does not provide unilateral authority to impose tariffs on nearly every country. The Manhattan-based court said the US Constitution gives Congress exclusive powers to regulate commerce with other nations, and this is not superseded by the president's remit to safeguard the economy. Up next is your update on sports.
Sports news.
On to update on sports, it is cricket. In cricket, it is the Big Bash League from Australia. Now, England all-rounder Jamie Overton will return to the Big Bash League next season after Adelaide Strikers secured him as an international pre-signing ahead of the upcoming overseas draft. Now, Overton has played 18 matches for Strikers over the last 2 seasons after being initially drafted to them in 2023 and was the Strikers' MVP last season. And that's all we have for you on this edition of the Yes 101's Visual Radio. Until I see you again, take care and have a nice day.